What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new live stream today. Really happy to be here and entertain you guys for yet another live stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be, wherever you are. I'm a bit late, I apologize, 15 minutes late. I had to get some things set up before the live today, but we're all sorted, we're all ready to go, and I'm really excited because, guys, I think today is another day we buy some altcoins here. Look, now, here's the thing, right? I was doing some thinking, and I was like, you guys should have seen my video from 2 nights ago, right? The God portfolio, the exit strategy video, and while I was doing that video, getting ready for it, I was thinking to myself, you know, we've got to find the average levels for these altcoins so we roughly know how much money we can make. And upon doing that research for the 4 I did the research on, for the 4 we've bought so far, I was like, the levels we're at right now, as an average, are good, right? We can get better, but how much better? So I was thinking today, guys, we buy some altcoins. We pretty much put, and again, this can be up in the air, but I feel like if it's so... Because again, what I teach you guys is if it hits the level, just buy because you know how much money you're going to make. I feel like we should put in some more into those altcoins, maybe some other altcoins today in the portfolio. Plus, I've got some news for you as well. Like, literally just came out half an hour ago, so I haven't really touched on it myself, but it's not that difficult to understand regarding the SEC XRP. You guys probably know about it already. Some pretty big news. How are you all doing? Friendly neighborhood taxpayer. You know the drill, hit the like button. I really appreciate it because it tells me that you guys like the content. You being here is enough, but, you know, definitely liking it sends the message home. Dennis, what's going on? Alex, Tibbist, Pause. All good, man. Hey, at least you're listening to the live. I really appreciate that. Focus on the road. Alex, Believer, what's going on? Dane, UK, let's go. Brian, California. Well, we've got a diverse group of people in already. That's crazy. Thank you all for being here. Alex from Fresno, Cali. Wow. Nasty time. Goat, Isaac, UFO. Got a hair in my mouth. I want to buy some Link to add to a bag, but it is in the green. Should I wait for a retracement? I'm feeling now. Fight that feeling, Brian. Fight that feeling. We're going to go over that feeling today. Don't get me wrong, because I felt that as well. I was like, you know, these altcoins, they're at good prices. Do we buy? But if it's on the green, look, if it's below the level and on the green, it's fine. Because you know anything below the level that you're anticipating to get to your returns, that's fine. But it's when it's above that point and you feel FOMO, that's when you should call it quits. All right, that's when you should call it quits. Guys, hit the like button. Let's go. 65 people in here so far. Thank you all. But we're at 16 likes. Let's bump it up a little bit here. Let's get it going. So, alrighty. Now, I'm going to probably cover this news first, right? Because it is some pretty big news. Let's get it out of the way. Let's get I guess Gary's brain out of our face. That didn't come out right. You guys know what I mean. And then let's get into some buying these altcoins, right? Or at least figure out if we should buy these altcoins. So, well, guys, today we are slightly down, but nevertheless, we are still up. From a few days ago, it was 26.5. Now we're 27.5, basically. Don't let this red confuse you. We are most definitely up right now, slightly down. XRP is up quite a bit, and that's because the news today relates to, obviously, XRP's lawsuit, or Ripple's lawsuit, should I say. And so we move over now to the a page that we're all familiar with, right? The market cap listings. And where is XRP, right? 5.5% up on the 7-day. I think it peaked a little bit before that, right? It peaked a little bit. It was about 7%, I think, from the report, from this report. We're about to look in a second. So, yeah, I mean, it's up. I wonder if actually XLM is up a little bit here as well. It is, but nah, not really. Okay, it's just like the other altcoins pretty much. So, you know, today isn't a green day. Today isn't a red day. Today's a neutral day in my opinion. Okay, it's a very much neutral day. Market cap was slightly up over here, up about, and it's just changed a little bit there. Where are we? Let's zoom in here. This is always good to look at because this indicates, you know, possibly, you know, because this is the global market cap, right? So yeah, we're at about 1.08 trillion right now. We were at 1.05 trillion a few days ago. So money's coming in, because this obviously takes into account stablecoins too. So, it looks like people are getting ready. Damn. I haven't taken a visual account of this, right? USDT, $83 billion, okay? $83 billion. It's almost half of Ethereum right now, just in that. So, people are ready. People are coming in. People are accumulating stables and are ready to inject. All right. So, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, what's this news I so speak of? Well, 28 minutes ago, all right, the judge rejects SEC's motion to file an appeal against Ripple ruling. So, District Court judge has denied Ms. Torres the SEC's motion to file an appeal, claiming that the regulator did not show that there were substantial grounds for a difference of opinion. Interesting. The report does go on. Again, I haven't dove into this, so I can't really give you guys as much alpha as I wanted to. Just at least announce the news here. Where does it say? I have read obviously through it that. Notably, the decision isn't an outright loss for the regulator, as Judge Torres scheduled a trial for April 23rd, 2024. That is 3 days after yours truly's birthday, so I'll probably be in Dubai at that point to address the remaining issues on the matter. So maybe, if they win, maybe Dubai will be a better trip than I anticipate, right? Anyway, so it isn't an outright loss, but I'm pretty sure we all feel at this point that it's leading to an outright loss for the SEC. I think we can all agree on that. And I am actually becoming more bullish on the crypto market every single damn day that goes by. I literally, I keep thinking to myself, okay, well, that $20,000 I have in, it's becoming more and more enticing to start using some of that to invest. And I'm just telling myself, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I've fought this off for so long now to spend any of that money, so I'm not gonna do it. But it is becoming extremely hard, and that's fighting the feeling that we said before, right? Fighting the feeling of wanting to buy. Now, you mentioned before, I forget who it was. I do apologize. Where is it? The Chainlink question. Brian Martin says about Chainlink. Now, I'll spend 2 secs on this because I want to get into the main premise of today, buying some altcoins and seeing if you guys agree on or disagree with me, right? So Chainlink is $7.40. Now, the thing is, it looks kind of appealing on the 1 day chart, 7-day chart appealing as well. But you click the 1 year rather, and have a look at that. So that's why when they say, when in doubt, zoom out. It's not when in doubt. It's you should always just zoom out. Okay, that should be the new saying. Always zoom out, because you're literally buying towards the peak. It's the last 12 months. And so it's been, you could probably confidently say at this point, 90% of the time beneath that point, right? So you're buying at higher than 90% of the market in the last 12 months. So if you ask if it's a good time to buy, I mean, look, if you're someone who wants a 2x or a 3x at a Chainlink, absolutely, mate, because you're going to 2 or 3x Chainlink, no problem. Not financial advice. I've got to say that every single time. I hate it. Don't worry. I hate it as much as you guys. But so if you're someone like myself who wants the best bang for your buck, and that's kind of how we should put it when you buy these altcoins for cheap. It's not, you're looking at better multiples, sure, but it's more bang for your buck because you can acquire more altcoins. Put it this way, if you put in $1,000 worth of USDT today, you'd buy 134 Chainlink tokens, whereas if you bought if you spent $1,000 at $6.50, and that's not even the lowest. That doesn't sound right. You buy 153 Chainlink. So where are we back over here? So 134 versus 153. I mean, you're getting an extra X amount of tokens, right? Let's just say on average 20 tokens. So those 20 tokens could give you, in the height of a bull run, an extra $2,000, $3,000, maybe even more. That could actually cover your what's the word I'm looking for here? Tax. Okay, so yeah, so that all definitely matters, right? Anyway, so that's kind of the answer there. Now, in regards to the premise of this live stream, did I miss a super chat? I have. Victor, $1.49. Appreciate that, mate. Is that are they doing things with the emojis now like TikTok? Is that a mustache? Thank you, brother. I actually love you guys so much because, when I scroll through comments and some of these live streams and videos, you get the average person who's just an absolute dick. Just saying stuff like based on an appearance, and I get it, right? Like, if you want me to shave, that's fine. It's just a funny joke sometimes. But you get people that take it to the next level. They're quite, they're quite annoying and rude, I guess you could say. And you guys just jump on them. It's so crazy. It's awesome. I love it. I actually read a comment in the last live stream, and you guys were just like, backing me up. It's just really cool to see. So I appreciate it a lot. But let's now move into the $5,000 portfolio here, and I want to make this again evident, right? We bought Quant at $90, so we're actually lower here, right? So it begs the question, and same with NIA, and I think the same price for HBAR. And if you guys remember, on this video I posted 2 days ago, you will note that the averages I put in for these altcoins were 5 cents for HBAR, $90 for Quant, $1.15 for NIA, and 35 cents for Flux, okay? And so this all works out. What did it work out to be, right? We got a 13x for HBAR, we got a 12x for QNT, we got an 18x for NIA, all right? And we got a 19x for Flux. So it's like, that hits our targets, because what was our targets? Where the flipping hell are ya? 10x, so all of them are beating our low risk targets, because they're all low risk, and it's meeting our high risk targets. But keep in mind, this needs to be revisited every single 6 months for the next 18 months, so every 3 times. And then we're going to probably revisit this 5 more times in total before the bull run. So I can guarantee you right now, this will change. This will change. We will likely, because this is the thing about the bull run, we are probably grossly underestimating the growth potential here. Again, I'm actually anticipating we probably get a 15 to a 20x on the higher risk ones, and then so on and so forth. Okay, but of course, I wanted to keep it within reason, just to show you guys how we calculate this, how it actually works out in the end, all right? And so all that being said, we're looking at the average buy prices here, and they all met, because we worked this out based on the average. And so why do we want it to go lower, right? The lower is for the DCA. You guys know I'm DCAing into this portfolio. So if we're going lower, it's fine. So here's my question to you, right? So don't be confused. It looks kind of confusing, I get it. In each of we'll just ignore Flux, right? These are the 3 low risk. These are the top altcoins we're buying with the highest market caps. So with Hedera, Quant, and NIA Protocol, right? We got 3 times. We've got the initial pot. I've put $5,000 in, $666. We have cash ready to go for each of these altcoins, and then we have about $320 all up to DCA in extra. But we have that $666. We've decided to invest in 3 different times. We've invested the first ones. We have 2 more DCAs at $222 each. My thing to you is, let's invest. Let's do it, right? Let's do it because we're underneath this level. Let's do it for HBAR. Let's do it for Quants, because we're actually bringing that average lower. And let's do it for NIA. All right? Now, Flux, we're only getting 2 pots of this. So we don't have more flexibility with it, right? We've put the 1 in. We've got 1 more to go. I'm not DCAing in a Flux. It's a higher risk. Higher risk, I don't think it is, but we're classifying it as a higher risk and 2 DCA levels. So if we come back to Flux, what is it? 32 cents. So if I come up to my portfolio over here, you'll see we're slightly down. We're $12. So it's telling us that it's lower than what we bought in at before, right? So when did we buy Flux? 3.2. Okay, so we're buying in basically the same price with Flux, all right? So I need to run a vote now. I need to run a poll to see what you guys want to do. If you guys want to DCA, I think you probably will. The other altcoins that we might possibly want to DCA into as well. So I think I'm going to propose HBAR, NIA, Quant, the same ones we DCA'd last time into, because they're just cheaper. I mean, look, here's the thing. We could wait. We could wait an extra couple of days. Hey, it might drop 5% more in the next couple of days. We still know how much we're getting out of the market, right? We still know how much we're getting out of the market. So who really cares if it drops 5% more? Anyway, so I don't want to invest in Moonbeam. As you can see, Moonbeam, what did we say? Moonbeam is coming down from its pump, right? And I said to you guys, we're not going to buy up here. We're not doing that. Silly talk, silly talk. Considering the last 12 months have been nothing but going all the way down. We pump. Oh, we got to buy now. No, no, we're robots. So we're going to wait for this to retrace at least down to 16.5 cents. Doesn't have to get quite down to close to 16. And we're going to inject the money in then. All right, we're going to play this smart. All right, but what about LF0 here and Moon River? So we start putting, or an XDC. I keep forgetting XDC. Let's look at XDC. So XDC is one of the mid-sized projects, right? If you guys are confused, here's how we've ranked it. Right, we've ranked it this way. Got $2,000 invested in market caps between 1 billion and 25 billion, the larger caps. 2,500 and 100 million to 1 billion, and $500 into 1 million to 100 million market caps. That's how we've diversified. All right, that's how we've diversified. So, XDC. When in doubt, zoom out. All right, 7 day. It's down. So it's coming down to its open. 1 month. Ooh, okay. We're towards the low in the month. 1 year. Ooh, okay. So you can see what it's doing here. We're trending downwards. Now, I'm no TA guy, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, okay, so the angle of the retracement, and I'm not going to do that sort of shit, right? As much as I'd like to know how to do that stuff. But we work off fundamentals over here, all right? And I think it might... Okay, here's a stupid thing I'm going to say. I feel like it's going to go lower. You should never go off feelings, right? But I feel like it's going to go lower. But I think, honestly, guys, it might be a good kicking off point. Now, what I should have done was actually done the exit strategies for XDC as well at an average of, let's just say, 5 cents. Because at an average of 5 cents, we might be able to hit our targets. That might be sweet, okay? So I want to just throw it out there. What do you guys think? Okay, we're looking at all options. I might write this down. Don't have my notepad, unfortunately. I'm going to say H-bar. My proposition is H-bar. Guys, remember this, please. Remember this. Right, H-bar. Near. We're going to DCA again into these, by the way. QNT. I'm going to say, okay, so if we invest in Flux, by the way, that's the be-all and end-all of Flux. We are good for Flux. So maybe we look at holding off, but I'm going to offer the opinion of Flux here. Let's have a look at Moon River. I think Moon River is a pretty good price too, not going to lie to you guys. Again, 7 day, good. 1 month, pretty good. 1 year. 1 year, it's like, why the hell not, right? So, always zoom out. Always zoom out. I'm going to propose Moon River as well. I'm also going to say maybe XDC. I want to see what you guys think about that. And last but not least, we're going to do LF0 here. 1 day, good. 7 day. 7 days, okay. But I'd probably wait on the 7 day. You see, because when they fall so steeply, you're almost a little bit crazy to want to catch that falling knife, right? You're almost a little bit crazy. So on the 1 day, you know, how fast does this crash? You could essentially say from God, these dates always confuse me. So it's dropped today. It's dropped today. It's American dates. Oh, it's the 1 day, of course. So it's just dropped today. Yearly. Okay, so the yearly indicates we're actually at a really good price regardless. Again, tomato, right? So what are we trying to really pick up here? We're trying to pick up the last few cents, right? We're trying to buy in at 8 cents instead of 7.5 cents. Is it really going to make a difference? We're not investing hundreds of thousands. Different if you were investing 100K. That would make a big difference in the end, but we're not. We might lose an extra, 2 tokens. Whoa, God, right? So, I'm going to propose A0 as well. I'm essentially saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who am I missing? Moonbeam. I'm essentially saying we buy all of them today, guys. We just invest in all of them today. The only iffy ones are Flux and XDC. So let me now, and by the way, I will catch up on these chats. I'm not ignoring you guys. I just want to make sure I get all of this out of the system. What are we thinking? So I want to say, should we invest? Now, you guys are going to have to please vote on this one. So the first question is going to be, should we invest? Yes or no? Do we invest today? This is simply it. If your answer is no, you don't want to buy any altcoins today. If your answer is yes, you want to buy at least one altcoin. And then from there, we're going to... this is kind of difficult, right? This is kind of difficult because we don't exactly know who wants to buy what. Now, I want to say, while we're waiting for this poll to come in and waiting for these results, ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't in the Discord, I'm going to keep pitching this to you because you seriously, I just 100% know, you're going to be kicking yourself in the ass if you don't at least have skin in the game. When I say skin in the game, it's not paid Discord, but we're coming up with a whole bunch of products. We're like growing like 10 different things right now, and they're all going to be discounted first in the Discord. Plus, you have a chance to win this portfolio. One, being in the Discord, ranking to level 90 by just being in there active. But the other way you can win it is just being active on these live streams, and also in the comment sections of those videos that I post regarding this portfolio. So, it's overwhelming vote of yes. I kind of thought that. You guys are on the same wavelength as me. So, we're going to end that poll right there. I don't think no's are going to come wrapping around the corner here. Let's see what you guys think before I ask any more questions, right? I'm just going to go up the chat real quick here. And by the way, you guys are on like a 30-second delay, so as soon as you hear this, I want you to comment which out of these altcoins you want me to buy today. If you type in all, I'm going to count that as all apart from Moonbeam because it's the ones I've listed. We'll be buying all of them apart from Moonbeam. So all of these, Moonbeam's too expensive right now to buy. It's just silly if we buy that. So all or list the ones that you're keen on. Earthworm, while you guys are doing that, Earthworm says, why not hold Cass? Oh, God, my beard. Casper with a K. Look, I have my concerns with Casper, brother. If you go ahead and watch my video I posted a few months ago now on Casper, again, Casper with a K, it's in a 16-minute video, I think. It's got like 16K views, so you can't miss it. I describe 4 concerns with Casper. Now, those concerns are probably more warranted with post-2025. I just think... I don't know. I just think Casper's a little bit overblown. All right. I want to buy altcoins that haven't really experienced that huge growth potential yet. I want the diehard holders to be holding off. I want people to feel FOMO. I want the degens to go, oh, this is going to go back to its all-time high. I want the dumb money to come in and give me my exits. All right. So I'm waiting for that. You guys are legends. Look at this. All. Let's go. Brian says market is flash crashing at the minute. Damn. Look at this. I mean, am I blind? No, honestly, I did wake up a couple of hours ago, so I am a little bit like not on the ball. But yeah, Brian, you're right, brother. Look at this. 17%. Obviously, we know it was a bit down, but on the 7-day. But look at this. Sea of red coming through. How's the heat map looking? Ooh, it's a little bit hot. Let's have a look. Maybe, sometimes you have to refresh these for it to really kick in. Yeah, I mean, okay, so here's the thing with crypto, like, if I see down 1-2%, I'm not too phased, to be honest with you. Like H-bar, for example, 24 hour, down 5%, like, that's probably pretty good. So, but, anything like 2-3%, I'm just not really concerned that much with it. That's just like a rounding error in crypto, right? It's like very, very common. That's right there, being down 8% on the 24 hour, but being up on the 7-day tells me it's obviously had a pump and it's retraced. So we'll look at that if you want, this is hypothetically speaking, of course. But yeah, so here's the thing, right? If we're going to buy today, which we will, I think you're all keen on doing that. We're going to enter in now. So in this case, in this case, ladies and gents, we're going to have to pump in the next DCA prices for these 4, of course. And we're going to have all of these in apart from Moonbeam. So if you guys aren't keeping track of this sort of thing, you really do need to make sure that you are. Like, keep track of as much as you possibly can. It might be so insignificant. It might be like, ugh, I don't want to buy today because I have to fill a bunch of sheets out. Do it. Just do it. You have to. You have to. Otherwise, you're going to be like, 2025 is going to be an absolute mess, a nightmare for you. Unavailable says, are we? Thank you for the $2. Yeah, so I think in our portfolio, Flux took the position of what Arweave would have, but Flux is a lower market cap, okay? So you know, Arweave and Flux are sort of aligned in most cases. It would have been cool to have Arweave. We obviously have a very heavy layer 1 type network, but it's good. We have some exposure to that narrative, right? Good question though. UFO Grove. I can't see the dollar amount on there, bro. Sorry. $5. Thank you so much. Side note, if you get a chance, what do you think about UFO Gaming, ICP, and Realm? Yeah, man. So let's have a look at that. I'll write that down because I don't want your $5 to go anywhere but useful information back at you. We can quickly look at that later on. I will make sure we have all of this. So you said UFO Gaming. Jeez, I haven't had a UFO Gaming in a while. That was like popping off at the last bull run, right? ICP, God Tier, and Realm. I've heard of Realm, haven't looked into it. ICP is God Tier, I can tell you that right now. ICP is a great project. People are really turned off by ICP because of its weird looking launch, kind of like Moonbeam's launch as well. That's a big common misconception with cryptos because people aren't familiar with how it all works, right? And when you don't know how it works, you see this chart that shoots up at the start, then like tanks down to oblivion. It's 99.9999% down, but they don't know the reason why that occurred, and then they instantly think bad. But ICP, fundamentally speaking, you know, on the side of what it's doing and who's involved with it, fantastic project. People crucified me when I said it was like an S tier project. I think one of those things where time will prove them wrong. So anyway, let's pump these in, ladies and gents. So I'm going to have to move this to a side screen because it's just going to become unbearable if I try to do this all on the one. Where am I? Portfolio. Here we go. So add transactions. Let's start from the top. So H bar. And just remind me in a second, guys. Well, maybe while I'm doing this, we'll put a poll out, yeah? Let's do this. We'll put a poll out, and this poll is going to be relating to whether or not we should hold the last third of HBAR, like the top 3 projects that we've already invested twice into. Remember, we only have 3 times we were investing in these. Whether we should hold that last 1/3 for not a black swan event, but for lower prices, or we should just do what I said and take the damn good prices, right? Because we've done the math. The math says that as long as we buy these average prices or less, we're hitting our targets, minimum. It'll definitely go higher in my opinion. Definitely go higher. So I'm going to run this poll now, see what you all think, whether we should hold off for a situation where it might get real low. We'll just play it safe. Get in the market and wait. Just look at DCAing. Let's start the poll, right? So we'll go low risk, because these are all low risk, right? Low risk, medium reward. That's what I classify these projects as. Low risk, medium reward. Buy last or not. Buy now / soon, or hold until alright, let's see what you all think while I'm doing this. Actually, we have a super chat here from GM. Thank you. SEK, I'm not too sure what currency that is, man. Thank you so much for the donation, though. What's your absolute favorite crypto? That's an absolutely fantastic question. My favorite crypto is the one on Oh, wait, you guys can't even see it. God damn it. I was trying to show you guys that before, but these are the 3 projects I'm talking about when I mentioned, by the way, for the poll. Do we hold off the last third for these? We've already put in, after today's DCA, we've put in 2/3. Do we buy the extra third now, or do we wait for a black swan? Anyway, sorry, brother. So, to answer your question, on your screen, HBAR is the answer to that question. HBAR is my all-time favorite project. It's the one that I could talk about from the moon and back. It's just, if you could just have a glimpse into what I know about HBAR and just, I mean, I try to articulate it on videos all the time without making 100 HBAR videos. But if you just knew what they were doing and their vision, it's just a business. It is a business governed by existing S+ tier businesses, corporations in all over the world. It's just like it's the best. It's the best. You have Quant right behind that, XLM right behind that. Like, they're all very close, but in my opinion, HBAR has a place in my heart, right? So that's the answer to that question. Okay, so while you guys are still going through that poll, it's getting very close. My God. All right, you keep going. If it's 152 of us, legends in this chat, but look, if you're in this chat and you're not driving your car, please jump on the poll right now. We have 40 votes, 152 people. That's crazy. Crazy. And only 59 likes. Crazy. All right, let me do this while you guys are voting. HBAR. Okay. So we're going to buy today. How much are we going to buy? Well, we can only invest 222. So what's that? 4, 5. Actually, you know what I should do? Well, you know, I should go. I'm going to sign into Binance real quick. And I'm going to work out how much extra we need, because I want to keep these in whole numbers. We all voted on that last time, keep it in whole numbers, but what ended up happening, I set my orders at the right amount, but for some reason it's like taking an obscure amount out of each. So it's so annoying, but I'll make the difference up myself. I'll just have to... So for those of us joining for the first time now, thank you for being here. And again, the link in the description... Oh, this is sent to my... In the description is going to be to the Discord AMA that we're having immediately after this. As you can see here, we're jumping in here. We're going to all have a conversation, nice, intimate. We can bring people on stage. We can ask questions, engage. We get a little bit deeper than what we do over here. And they're all recorded. So for those who are on the Discord, we're uploading those very shortly. Some go for half an hour, some go for an hour. It all just does depend on the questions being asked. But we definitely do go right deep into understanding crypto fundamentally. So, and that's all, be provided later on through, Discord links, stuff like that. Okay, so I gotta be really careful doing this live. It's my biggest nightmare is like revealing something that people can like get into my system with, Alrighty. Yeah, frig me. We got like some crazy amounts on here. Crazy amounts. What the hell? God damn it. So I'm not even sure how I'm going to make this up. But put it this way. If you follow me on Twitter, you've probably seen the screenshot regardless. Maybe I should just bring up Twitter, right? Oh, God. Twit. Let's see, man, over here. Almost at 7,000 followers too, my God. Here we go. That's what we're dealing with right now. Look at these obscure amounts. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to try to make this up, right? So we have, where are we here? We can make this into 4,900. don't even know how I'm gonna, like... Is that gonna even be possible? I guess. I guess. Oh, what? What? Oh my god, we're gonna have to do this again. That's how many tokens we're buying at today's price. Notes, buy at, you know, for again, the reason why we're doing this, for everyone that's wondering, is simply because of tax reasons. We want to make sure there's a note on everything we do, and it's somewhere safe, like, you know, CoinMarketCap's not that safe, right? But somewhere at least we can track it again when you log into your account. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Buy da-da-da, and we're buying that many tokens. Pff, crazy. No, we're not going to put the price in add note. Done. Okay. And you see, what? Why is it still like an obscure amount of H-bar? Oh, right, of course. Of course. Because that amount isn't actually 4,500. It'll look nice and neat on my actual Binance account. That's just the main important point, I guess. I need to probably go back and actually change this one and actually put in how much we bought, which was... Oh, you know why? Oh my god. Do you know why it's different? It's because I already had a little bit of H-bar already sitting in this account. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I had like, yeah, 300 odd. So this probably is right. I probably do have, roughly speaking, exactly the right amount of H-bar. You guys are going to have to just ignore me real quick. I'm just going to have to delete this and work it out in my own time where I can actually utilize my main screen here because I'm just too nervous about jumping on Binance. So, okay, the main important thing is that we have this written down in this sheet right here. So you guys can see it all, of course. So we're buying H-bar. At that price. DCA 2. Alrighty. Alright. That's pretty accurate. Buying quant, because you guys said all, right? Okay. Well, this will be great. This will bring our DCA level quite a bit down, to be honest with you. Oh. Imagine buying quant at $1. Whew, that'd be great. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I'll just go through quickly, do this now, just while it's fresh in my mind, and then after I just pump these in, we will go straight and answer some of your questions. Right. That's why some of you are here. I'm really happy about this. We're bringing our DCA level even down more than what it was the other day. Like, this is quite significant. I mean, I guess we're not investing like a crazy amount, sure, but I think it's definitely gonna add up a little bit if we can keep doing this. Huh. On second thought, maybe we don't buy H-bar. Again, we don't want to catch a falling knife here. That's my only concern. We'll punch it in, but when I go to buy later on in the day, I might just wait until, like, you know, it's 9 p.m. It's 11 p.m. right now here. I'll wait till like this evening before I leave work, before I buy these altcoins, and we'll see what it looks like. But I'll keep an eye on it during the day. I just don't want to catch a falling knife. I just know how bad that is. Like, so XDC Flux, we're getting Flux quite good. All right. Again, these are rough. Like, these will change when I go to buy it. Yes, I get it. I'm going to change it, of course, if need be. And Moon River. Because as I think it was Brian or someone pointed out before, the markets are like what they're doing right now, like H-bar. You don't want to be buying H-bar right now. Like, okay, sure, it might like, you know, if it continues the way it is, we might fall down to 4.6. 4.6. I mean, again, we're talking about cents in a sense here, but for the most part, I think if it's falling, you may as well just at least wait. Who knows where it could go to? I don't know why they're dropping for. So anyway, we'll wait a little bit here, guys, but that for the most part will take us to, for most of these, the second DCA, as mentioned. Then we have these the low risk, medium reward projects. One more DCA, and you guys said buy now. That was the overall vote, actually, which was quite surprising to me. So you've basically said to me, Kyron, let's just get in now. If you can meet these targets, right, or below, we're going to buy. And I agree. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to buy at roughly these prices. I suspect they're going to be a little bit lower, but I will update you on the next stream on when we go to do this. And then if by some stretch we see NIA fall under $1, God, we're getting close, guys. That's so crazy to look at. We're going to execute. You know, Quant could fall down to sub 80. I think we find maybe where our next DCA level possibly should be. And I might go ahead and do that in my own time, and maybe I'll make a video on it. All right, maybe I'll make a video on it. Because we all, you know, it's easy for me to say buy beneath the level, but where do you look at? You know, where's support, where's resistance, so on and so forth. So that'll do. Now, we had the question come through before from the super chat, and I actually have, by mistake, gotten rid of it. Here we have it here from UFO. If you get a chance, what do you think about UFO Gaming ICP Realm? I think I've given you my opinion on ICP. ICP is a fantastic project. I'm a little bit disappointed when I found out that they copied the consensus protocol of Flux, and they marked it as their own. That's a little bit iffy. We got to kind of take these things on board. What about UFO Gaming? To be honest, bro, I'm not the man to talk to about gaming altcoins. But this fell, man. This was quite, yeah, it was at $1 billion market cap. I remember when this was all like popping off and everyone's like, oh my God, UFO Gaming. I remember. You see what I mean? It comes up, goes down just as fast. So, where's the website? And while we got UFO Gaming loading, the other one you recommended was Realm. See, I have heard of Realm, but it must have been in the last bull run I heard about it. It's real low right now. Wow. Is it another gaming or it's a metaverse, is it? See, the way I see gaming altcoins is a little bit like, well, the whole of crypto is pretty much like this, but I see it kind of like the dot-com boom, right? Where you had anyone was making anything, and because I mean, I kind of like studied what Alex Becker was saying about gaming altcoins, because this is coming from someone who doesn't have a pure interest in this sort of aspect of crypto, and he was talking a lot. I didn't even know what indie game meant. I didn't even know what an indie game was until I watched his videos and started doing some research. And that's actually kind of funny because this is how I started in crypto. I didn't even know what a blockchain was. I thought Bitcoin and crypto were synonymous. Although they're the same thing. They're not, obviously. So I started with it kind of brought me back to that level, right? And I loved it. I was like, cool, so much to learn. But one thing that he brought out was games can make still images of anything. They can make... there's a whole heap of packs that you can buy from, what's it called, like Unity or whatever it's called. I don't know what it is, but you can buy a whole heap of packs and just implement them into like a very, I don't even know if it's like an Unreal Engine, but you can make it look like there's something that's not there, right? So you got to make sure that you actually have some sort of tangible. It needs to be tangible, is what I'm trying to say. So I don't know about either of these two projects and whether UFO Gaming or Realm has that or doesn't have that, whether you can or can't play anything that's relating to this. It looks like UFO Gaming has a metaverse, esports. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you, brother. I really want you to your $5 to be as worth it as possible, but I won't lie to you and say that I know what I'm talking about here. I got no idea whether some of this stuff is good or bad. Because I haven't researched it. Like, I haven't researched it. Yeah, I would just be very skeptical, that's all, right? Because if you can play the games on it and there's a good feedback, there's a good, like, game... See, a big part of what I learned from Alex was that the game itself needs to be addictive, but it also needs to leverage the DeFi aspect in there. You know, it's not purely built on like this decentralized cloud. A game is built on like a centralized server, just like a normal game is built, but it leverages part of crypto. There's a smart contract that links to part of the game. It might be even just your tokens. You win a game, you get tokens, and those tokens are part of your wallet that's held in a smart contract that you can then use to, you know, sell into USDT, for example, or whatever it might be. I don't know. That aspect needs to be really addictive and actually have a really good use case within the game itself. And I would even go as far as to say what I actually learned from Alex was a big part of it. Where are we here? UFO Grove is creating like a feedback loop, right? So you know, you go like, is actually drawing it out and drawing out what makes it good, you know? So like you spawn, you die, you get to this level, you hit the game, you get the, oh my God, my friend, the game loop in here, you go down and do this. You draw it out. It just makes it so much better to understand. Because I was doing that for a few games when Alex did it for an example. I was like, that's a good idea. And I did it myself and I went, oh my God, I understand it better now. And maybe you can spot the weakness in that loop as well when you actually have it on paper. So I really apologize for not giving you a full, deep answer to that, but hopefully that suffices. Yeah. What do you guys reckon? Let's read back at some comments here. Dollar cost average, Ricardo says, I agree. Would you love to get H-bar at 2 cents? Oh man, I'd cut off my pinky for that, right? Market's dumping all of a sudden now, by the way. Yeah. Gentleman before brought that up too. It's great. I love it. I love when the market crashes because you should always have some capital on the side to just trickle in when this happens. And this will happen in the bull run. For those who haven't been in the bull run before, we'll be going up and then we'll have days where we tank, 10% or something like that. And those are the days you buy, especially in a bull run. Thoughts on XRP? Yeah, I mean, like I've said, XRP is a great project. I haven't really covered it too much. I'm more like XLM. XLM is more of a project I've come to love over the time. But XRP and XLM, well, XRP, let's just say, because it's the question, they don't actually have to use the XRP token within the business to business, bank to bank transfers, right? You don't actually have to, as far as I'm aware. I want to look into it more because, everyone talks about XRP. Everyone talks about XRP. And I'm just like sitting on the sidelines like, I want to get in this conversation, but I haven't done my research. So like, I think it'd be good for me too. And that way I can have a much more stronger opinion on the project. You should add your No BS logo as free advertisements on the spreadsheets. Yeah. But the thing is, most people get the spreadsheets through the channel anyway, But I get it. If other YouTubers or creators want to like leverage that, it might be a good thing to have it in there somewhere. It's a good point because then at least, as you say, free advertising, right? A lot of money at stake, Fat Tony. Oh, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Sweet. No, by later. If stock market crashes, will crypto? Yes, crypto will definitely shit the bed. If stock market crashes, crypto is gone to oblivion. Because who wants to hold their tokens in a volatile market? Who wants to hold the token? And again, the analogy I always use is, the traditional markets are like the adults. They react based on news, but they can control their emotions a bit better. Whereas, because it's an old market, it's legacy, right? People are used to it. They know it's always going to go up. You just hold. Whereas crypto, it's like a little 5-year-old, 2-year-old child. It's very, it's just all based on emotions. And if the general emotion is markets are crashing, bad, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Yeah. That's the way I would kind of put it. I will buy 100,000 H-bar, 100,000 H-bar, and 100,000 ADA. I love that. Hey, Crypto Believer, my brother, what's going on? Dane, good to see you again. 15 euros. Pounds? Pounds. I'm going to say pounds. KY Bybit pulling out of UK, so transferred my crypto to your link on BitGet. Do you just leave your crypto on the exchange, or is there a wallet? I'm not tech savvy. Thoughts, please. Okay, so here's a question I got last time on that previous video I made. By the way, thank you for the 15 euros. Pounds, god damn it. So I had a few people in the comments on this video, let me pull this up real quick, here, say to me, oh, I'm just trying to get rid of these. Oh. They said, so because my strategy is setting sell orders, right? Sell order. And I said, well, so you can't keep it in cold storage. You have to put it on an exchange. And yes, the answer is having it on an exchange. The amount of stress saved from having this on an exchange is crazy. I don't think people realize. Crazy. All right? Because if you have this in cold storage, you go to bed. What's the first thing you do when you wake up? Hey, good morning, babe. Or I'll make myself a nice cup of water or coffee. Or let me just smell the air and breathe. It's crypto, my coins. That's not a way to live for a year and a half. You can't tell me that's a way to live for a year and a half. So you set your sell order levels. And again, this will change. In 12 months, even in 6 months, this level might then all of a sudden be 69 cents. Okay, this might be up here, for example. It might change. So we don't exactly know. But either way, we will come into the bull run quite prepared. The minimum investment level doesn't change. It doesn't change at all. If this came tomorrow, minimum investment's out, done. So to answer your question, brother, Dane, I would say it is super imperative you have it on a safe exchange. Do not have it on an exchange that you're iffy about. Now, Bybit, I'm not working with Bybit anymore. There was a disagreement there. Not Bybit, rather BitGet. I don't want to go into it. It's still a great exchange. I'm not saying that. That's why I haven't made a public announcement on this yet. We've just moved away from them, and we're working with a different company now that I'm much happier to work with, and doesn't need KYC, by the way, so people from America can use it. That was the important part as well. But I still think it's a great exchange, 100%. I'd be still working with them if the disagreement didn't happen. So in that case, I think they are quite good. You want to make sure they have proof of reserves, all right? Proof of reserves is quite important. I don't think Binance has proof of reserves, but Binance is one of those such exchanges. Like if Binance collapsed, if Coinbase collapsed, if maybe even Kraken collapsed, you could pretty confidently say that'd be a pretty big black swan event. Big black swan event. So you're probably safe with those ones. Again, that's not financial advice. I'm not saying anything's going to be sticky. You just got to make sure you're flexible with it, right? Maybe even you might want to have them on different exchanges. Does that answer your question? Let me have a look. So I would say right now, all I would do is have your initial investment money, those amount of coins maybe on the exchange, and you can hold off the rest. Maybe even not even worry about that yet. Just have everything and have it all in cold storage. Then it's safe, and when you want to, then you can go in like maybe 12 months and put it all your sell orders. It all depends on where things head to. So you want to play it safe, but you also want to play it safe in the sense of, you're not going to wake up in the morning and have missed an opportunity, or be at work like me. I used to, last bull run, guys, I was at work on the same phone 24/7, constantly looking. I'm a type of guy that when I work for someone, I want to keep it respectful, so I don't go on my phone. I don't chew chewing gum. You know, I'm very much so. I don't know what the word to use in this case is, but like I guess the word is maybe respectful. Again, phone goes in my locker. I don't touch it. But I was that addicted. I had my phone in my pocket, and every time I walked around to count money or do whatever I had to do in the office alone, I would pull my phone out and just have a quick look. Okay, yeah, so, all right, so yeah, XLM's moved up 2%. Okay, well, maybe by this afternoon it'll be up 20%. Maybe no, that's just crazy stuff, right? Yeah, so if you guys want to know what exchange I'm using right now, I don't know if the link's in the description right now, but it's an exchange called Bitunix. Interesting name, I know, Bitunix, but they are a non-KYC exchange, right? But again, they're not like the top tier. They're not the top tier ones either. I am moving to, so personally, right? Bitunix is the type of exchange that you would want to use if, again, for the American users who can't access some altcoins like HBAR, so on and so forth, you can go through and buy it through there. Great, and then move it to cold storage. But I actually, through my business, through the No BS brand, and also personally, I have moved to an exchange called Caleb and Brown. And Caleb and Brown is, they're actually an Australian exchange, but they've now moved globally too. It's so flexible. You have like someone like managing all your needs. Like you have someone dedicated to you, you message them and they'll help you personally. It's extremely impressive. Like, and my mentor actually told me about them a long time ago, and I kind of like looked into them before, and I was like when I say before, like maybe a couple months ago, and I was like, holy shit, this is a really good exchange. So that'd be like my A1 choice, Caleb and Brown. They're a broker, not an exchange. They're an exchange, of course, but they just call themselves, it's more personal broker. Is it worth buying Multiverse X? I mean, personally speaking, yes. Multiverse X is a fantastic project. And it's pretty cheap right now, I think, as well. I've got a lot of, I think I keep mentioning this. I do apologize. That's one thing about you consistent viewers is like you probably hear me say the same things 100 times. I have a lot of friends that have come from the Multiverse X crew. Right? And it's, again, just like all the altcoins, right? They're dropping. This is some great stuff, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Keep falling. Because if they keep falling, we get in cheaper. Keeping the majority in cold storage until about 5 months after the halving, then moving to exchanges with sell orders. Are you aware the stock market to crash within a week or two? Tech companies have stopped stock buybacks. Ooh, I have, and I'm not too sure if he's in the chat. Oh, I forget his name. He's a regular. If he's in here right now, he'll make himself apparent. But he's mentioned that he's very much into astrology, and believe it or not, call me freaking damn crazy. Yes, it's Caleb, by the way, Caleb, and Brown, Brown. And if you sign up, tell him No BS Crypto sent you. Anyway, he's into astrology, and he mentioned that there's a big event possibly coming up here in I think 15th, 16th of October. That's stuck in my brain. And believe it or not, markets follow astrology. Now, I don't know the exact reason, but my brain, I would say it's to do with people and emotions. Some of you guys might, this is the thing. I love to talk about that sort of stuff, but some of you guys think I'm crazy if I do. So we might leave that for the Discord chats. But I believe in it. And there's been insurmountable amount of proof that it's somehow correlated. I just would perceive it would be emotions, but it could be something else. Yeah, Scott, Caleb Brown is a brokerage crypto exchange. Really cool. It is really cool. It is. I think we're making our partnership official, so we partnered with them now because I use it, and I'm just like, The ideal partnership is something you love and use because you talk about it like we are now. It's naturally easily to talk about instead of, so the exchange or the crypto is good because of this, and no, just hard to talk about. But when it's easy, it's easy. So what do I think of Shiba Inu? I mean, look, probably going to go up in price. Proper meme coin, right? They've built out a whole heap of other stuff on Shiba. So, yeah, I would say, you know, I mean, I'm not a massive meme coin fiend. I mean, I buy the ICO here and there, but I'm not going to really, you know, just because it's easy money most of the time, if you know what you're doing. But I'm not going to really bother around with, like, you know, Doge is probably the one I would play around with, just with like $300 or $500. I'm just like, you know, I can lose that because I think there's a high chance Musk might implement it into X. And when we talk about risk to reward, traders know all the time, you just take the trades that are favorable risk to reward, because if it goes wrong, but if you make 100 trades with that, you know, probability, you will win more than you lose, right? And that's the same with this. It's like, when it comes to Doge, there is a high probability that Musk will use it. And if he doesn't, it's probably still going to go up a little bit from here. So it's like, not financial advice, probably a pretty good win. Yeah, Scott, I'm not too sure what it is. What's happening? I really wish I got the gentleman's name. He's in the Discord anyway, so if he pops in, I'll definitely make sure that he makes himself apparent. Go ahead and talk about it, Amp. Yeah, I might talk about it. We might talk about it in the Discord, because we've been going for over an hour now, and I've got a lot of work to do today. So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I appreciate you all being here. There's 145 of you beautiful people. You're taking the time out of your days just to listen in, and I really appreciate that, and especially appreciate if you are interacting as well. You guys make my day. I literally look forward to this every day. So here's what we're going to do. Go to the link in the description, the first link. It's going to take you directly to the Discord. If you aren't already in the Discord, it'll make you either sign up if you don't have an account, or it'll make you join the Discord. Just click one button, and it'll take you directly towards the AMA chat, right? The AMA chat is this chat right here. We actually already have. It must have started. Yeah. So the boys... Oh, wait, you guys can't see. Look at this chat right here. So everyone's talking already. Yeah. So jump in there, join up, please, and we'll get it going, guys. So thanks so much for being here, people. I want to see you all in the Discord, please. I mean, you'd be kicking yourself in the nuts, or other parts if you're a female. I don't want to, you know, get weird with it. But if you're not in the Discord, because there's going to be some big discounts in there soon. Big discounts for only Discord members. You're going to hear about shit first. All right. Let's go. Talk to you all soon.